I just wanted to call this public hearing safety plan to order and pass things over to Dan, the man with the safety plan.
All right, thanks. I'm just gonna, Emily, would you mind just putting it up?
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's okay. I'm Dan Bryman. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Operations. I'm excited to present the safety plan. Just a few seconds here. This is something that we do every year. We always have a public hearing. Sorry. Okay, you want to go to the next slide?
Yeah,
that's okay. All right. So the purpose of the safety plan, obviously prepare for emergencies, communication, consistent responses, protect our students, staff, and visitors, and also what to do after an emergency, what to do after an incident. Can you go to the next one? Thanks. I'm just going to highlight a few things in the safety plan, things that have come up over the years. One of the new things we have is the extreme heat response. We do take action when it's 82 degrees. We look at closing shades, turning lights off, doors may be adjusted. But when 88 hits, when we have 88 degrees in our classrooms, we do try to relocate when practical, and that's just instructional spaces. That doesn't apply for our food service and other areas. Wildfire, smoke, and air quality, that's come up recently. We do have a chart and a diagram in our safety plan. We monitor air quality conditions. We just had to do this recently this summer in Project Innovation. We closely monitor air quality and make sure that, if we have to, we cancel field trips, outdoor activities. We have our MERV 13 filters in all of our classrooms still, so we have great filtration. And we do follow the ICSD air quality index to make decisions about air quality concerns. We also recently have experienced some a tornado watch, tornado warning. So I just wanted to say that if a tornado warning occurs, we go into a shelter in place. Students move to interior shelter areas. They move away from windows, glass, large open spaces. You want to go to the next one? And we also have a threat assessment matrix. Oh, thank you. Instead of me telling, yeah, that would be better. All right. We have a threat assessment matrix in our safety plan that all of our schools have. We review it through this assessment process. We have multidisciplinary teams that make decisions around it, and the goal is prevention and early intervention. One of the things that we've added over the last few years is that our drills are now conducted in trauma-informed, age-appropriate manner, and that really means we do tell our students that drills are drills. So we do that, but we also provide adequate warning. We provide a week's notification to all families about drills so everyone can prepare. And we also, in our communication, let them know what kind of drill it is and what the time frame is. Okay. And basically, we provide a lot of emergency communication. We're working on our reunification as well. And that's really about it for the safety plan. Now, everyone has a 115-page document. So if there's any questions you have, I'd be happy to answer them.
We'll have it open for
board
member questions.
Is there a time to speak on it, or should I?
Let me finish, please.
Okay, sorry.
I'm sorry. You're fine. We're gonna open up for any board member questions, and then I do have public comments signed up. Great. Okay, so in that case, we have one person signed up for public comment. Just to read from our policy 1230, public participation at board meetings. Each speaker will be permitted to speak for 3 minutes. Speakers may comment on any matter related to district business. The board cannot and will not permit public discussions involving individual district personnel or students, and persons wishing to discuss matters involving individual district personnel or students should present their comments and or concerns to teachers, the building administrator, or superintendent during regular business hours. All speakers are to conduct themselves in a civil manner. Obscene language, libelous statements, threats of violence, statements advocating racial, religious, or other forms of prejudice will not be tolerated. Woo, what a mouthful. All right, so then Sandra Wolf.
Where do I sit?
You
I can
right up.
over, yeah.
Feet.
Or, yeah, someone's right here.
So for people who don't know me in the room, my name is Sandra Wold, and I work for the school district. I've been an employee for over 20 years. I have worked in public education for over 30 years, and I'm here to speak about the safety plan that I've been doing a study on the safety plan, and I noticed there were omissions. So 2023, sexual assault was removed from the table of contents on page 63. It's absolutely blank. It's a blank page. In 2025 to 2026, sexual assault is listed on page 36 of the index, but it's missing between pages 70 and 71. And it was removed in the other versions, updated. So there's a pattern that sexual assault has been removed from the safety plan since 2023. And it's there in the index, but then you go to where it says it should be in the text, and it's not there. So 1 year it was just absolutely missing, and then the next year it was totally removed. And now this year, this plan for this year, I think I recorded page 36. And the, page 36 of the list of responses, it's absolutely not there at all. And so it's been a gradual removal over time. And I want to say several things about this. It's really important to be in there because I reported 2 sexual assault incidents and I didn't know what to do. And I was traumatized by one of them. And there was nobody to support me. And I'm still dealing with that trauma of what I witnessed. So as a professional, I need to know. I need to know what is sexual hazing. I don't know I didn't know. Now I've done 2 months of research, and I know it's a national epidemic, and it's happening in extracurricular activities. And I think Dryden might know this because when I looked at the Dryden safety plan, they did not remove sexual assault. They have they even add the word rape. And I think it's really important not to soften this language because, as I would think Ms. Tripp would know, you're a psychologist, right? You were a school psychologist.
I'd like to think I still am.
Yeah. I remember when you were here. And so I hope you will affirm that anybody who is ever sexually assaulted, and I'm talking about sex offense, I'm talking about criminal behavior, I have not seen it. It's getting swept under the rug, and also it's being minimized. It's being confused with or conflated with bullying and harassment. And in the code of conduct, it's also conflated there. It's not understood. What I witnessed, I didn't understand. So now I know what it is. I had to do the research to figure it out. And it was 2 months of research. And not even like the ESPN study in 2016, they are missing some things that are really important for this board to understand if you want to prevent. You talked about prevention, right? Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt. Thank you for sharing. And if you have additional thoughts, or if you want to send your written statements to,
I sent 8 emails. I sent you all 8 emails and I got no response.
Thanks. Well, at this point, unless there are other speakers signed up for that I'm aware of, I think that closes the public safety.
Is it possible to just have a clarification from Dan?
Sure. Yeah, what was just referred to is not typically in this district safety plan. It's in board policy, DASA, code of conduct, Title IX. It's in other areas. So the safety plan is is not designed, if the safety plan is designed to provide safety in emergencies, and its intent is not to have the policy, the topic that was mentioned to be in the plan itself. But it lives in other places throughout many of our other documents that I mentioned.
Can I ask a question?
Well, to that point, Dan, and I don't know if I remember distinctly updating this policy a couple of years ago with guidelines, and I'm having internet issues, so I cannot pull it up. But there was a very specific policy that was updated that I think would be useful to reference or pull out at some point, but I'm like,
Sure.
technology is preventing me from doing that.
Yeah.
So, where are the- well, our board meeting will start
Can I
at,
ask it?
not in this forum,
But
but
it's
you,
related to this.
I know, but in a public forum, it's just my job as the facilitator to give Dan his time for presentation, have a 3 minutes, like, public response, and then to share, you can always follow up with us as individual board members with Dan, when this meeting concludes. It is 6:12, our meeting will start at 6, our public meeting will have to start at 6:30. In the meanwhile, you are welcome to enjoy this wonderful room. If not, regardless, we'll see you back in 18 minutes, and I guess I will close this hearing.
You, Dan.